Hi gems, it's your girl Ambra here and welcome back to my channel. I'm jumping right into this video because, I mean, that's what you're here for, right? You want to know what's going on with this new foundation. What I mean new, new in the sense that I've never tried it. It's going to be a first impressions that we're going to check out together. I have had this foundation for quite some time and I just have not gotten around to reviewing it for you guys. I did a quick poll on my Snapchat. And it was a toss-up between this and the L'Oreal Infallible Full Coverage. And you guys really wanted to see the NYX Total Control drops. I did pick mine up in the shade Cocoa. And those who are either under a rock or haven't been watching anything on a social media platform, tell you a little bit about this foundation. I'm reading direct from the website, NYX website, and the description states such. From sheer to full, your ideal coverage is just drops away with our new Total Control Drop Foundation. Fine-tune this velvety matte foundation with the included dropper. Simply adjust the number of drops until you've created the look you're feeling. Want more coverage? Add more drops. Buff expertly using our Total Control Drop Foundation brush for a seriously smooth finish. Holla at your girl. I actually picked up the brush to go with the foundation. I'm glad I read that because I probably would have put this on with a beauty blender and completely forgot. But nonetheless, I'm going to go ahead and apply this on with the coordinating utensil. I do want to put on some primer because I'm just not trying to play myself. At the end of the day, you guys always want to know what primer I'm using because y'all know I'm oily combination. So I'm going to do a review and it isn't like real time. You know what I'm saying? So for primer, I think I'm going to go with my Tarte Smooth. What is this? This is the Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer from Tarte. This is the third one that I've bought, you guys. That's how bomb this is for oily combination. It's actually been my go-to. I love my Rebecca. I said Rebecca. I love my Becca foundation in the summer just because it gets really real out here for us oily girls. I'm not going to do too much on my forehead because I have bangs. But definitely in my T-zone, in my chin. And what I love about this primer is that it not only mattifies, put a little under my eye too. Not only does it mattify, but it also fills in that pore area. And I have a lot of pore action. So here we go. 1 drop is sheer coverage, 2 drops is medium coverage, 3 drops is full coverage. So let's just jump right into it. I'm going to zoom you guys in and just do the initial application. Upon first application, you can see that it has quite a bit of coverage. I don't know if you guys notice here, I do have some dark spots from picking pimples and stuff like that. You know, like silly stuff. But quite a bit of coverage. I'm a little on the fence about the color, even though on the screen it looks pretty flawless. In person, it's a shade dark, which I'm loving because in the summertime, that is going to be quintessential. So I'm going to go ahead and apply a little more drops just to cover these dark spots and come back. So hello coverage. Bruh, I don't know why people were saying they didn't like this foundation. And I love the brush. Like, it's small enough. I have an It Cosmetics foundation brush. I can't even find, oh, here it is. It's very similar, but it's too big. Like, sometimes I place it in such a way that it kind of, like, I mess up some of my eye makeup. So I really like how small and precise this foundation brush is. And then I can kind of stipple and press it into the skin. So this is the 3 drops plus a little something something for coverage. God, you guys, the color is boss. And then this is my skin with no foundation. Foundation. No foundation. So I'm gonna apply the rest of the foundation before I do the whole full face with highlighting and concealing, and come right back. Okay guys, so here is the full application of the foundation. Yeah, I said that right. All right guys, this is the full application of the foundation. I did the same amount of drops on the left side of my face as I did on my right side. I know you guys can't tell on the screen because I'm looking in the monitor, but it's just like a smidget too dark. But I wouldn't even get the next shade up or the next shade under, even if they had options, which they have a plethora of options. To be quite honest, I can find this out right here. There are 24 shades in this collection, and quite a bit for deeper skin tones. Like I mentioned, I am about 2 shades lighter than the deepest shades that they have available. This does retail for $14. The brush was $14 as well, and this just says the number 22, but it's the foundation brush that they market to go along with this product, and I really like it. I can say as far as the finish, it does feel very lightweight. It doesn't feel too heavy or cakey. It's still kind of drying a bit, but I can see that it's gonna finish in a very satin matte finish. And that's something that I really like. I mean, for the summertime, you know, they be trying to pop you with a whole bunch of dewy. Anybody trying to do? We already got natural dew. You know what I'm saying? So let's just get a little matte, but something that's more velvet and flawless in the finish. Let's talk about contents. You get about, don't play me. Oh, 0.43 fluid ounces for $14, so that's not bad. I can see this lasting quite a bit if you don't feel like it's something that you'd use full coverage in the summertime. You just want a nice little everyday on the go look. You could just do a drop or two and keep it pushing. It did quite a bit of coverage, so I love how opaque the shade is, and it really covers my personal imperfections on my face, so that's always a win. As far as smell, it doesn't have a smell, so it's not giving you paint smell like some foundations can be. It's very scentless, like nothing's coming to mind that it smells, so that's really good. You know what I'm saying? When you're applying it all over your face, you don't want anything radiating that's a little funky. Okay? So I'm going to go back off camera, finish the rest of my face, and pop back on. Then we'll start the clock at that time. And then we'll check her out the rest of the day. But yes, I'm really feeling this thus far. Okay, we'll see you next. I ain't never tried any of their foundations before, so maybe this was worth the wait. Be back. Whew. All right, gems, all finished. I did my normal full face routine. So it's about 3:18. I'm going to come back, give you some, you know, full-on first impressions. If I can take any video through my Snapchat, I'll make sure to post it in the video. But until later on this afternoon, I'll be back. Hi, loves. I'm back. Let's look at the time. It's about 8:08, so we're talking roughly 5 hours of wear here. Overall, my first impressions, I am relatively impressed by this. I do feel like the color is just a bit richer than my skin tone, but I love, because I know I'm going to get a little bit of sun this summer, and I'm actually headed out of the country soon, so this is going to be a perfect match. But of course I did my little, you know, zhuzhin with my highlighting, contouring, and so forth. But I highly recommend it. I love the finish. I didn't have to touch up too much, and it's about 75 degrees outside. Ran some errands with the kids, sometimes, you know, even in my car, and I have leather seats. It was a little toasty, and I haven't touched up at all. I'm going to zoom in just a bit. And just to give you perspective, I've eaten a bit, so my lips is kind of worn off, but just to kind of even give you a better view, you can see here, you still can see a little bit of some imperfections just from like picking at my skin. The coverage is still really amazing, and I do love it. The inevitable, my nose will always be shiny at the end of any given day, but primarily I'm looking in this area too. Not a lot of breaking up of the product and around my smile lines, which aren't that defined, as say most, you know, some other folk out there, but nonetheless, I always look to see if there's any separation around my smile lines and anything underneath my eyes. And as you can see, there aren't. So if you guys are interested in getting this foundation, I'm going to put my stamp of approval on it. It's 14 bucks. And the finish is pretty impressive for a $14 foundation that is buildable and has decent coverage and doesn't have a lot of dew. So for you oily combination girls, this is something to consider. So there you have it. NYX Total Coverage Foundation Drops, stamp, Ambra Emerald Eye approved. So if you have any questions, you know how I do. I like to interact with you guys down below in the comment section. So definitely do that. Like, subscribe if you haven't already so that you are aware of what's going on over here on this channel. And until our next video, shine bright. Bye.